And as you prepare to enjoy this process, I'd like you to just take a stretch so that you can sit comfortably, ideally sitting up for the next 20 minutes or so, and your mind can focus on the sound of my voice. And you might just begin by looking straight ahead of you and focusing all of your attention on focusing on one spot. It could be anything at all. It could be a spot on the wall or the corner of a picture. And as you begin to focus all of your attention on focusing, you can just begin to breathe. In through your nose, comfort, and out through your mouth, stress. This is your time to deepen your awareness. This is your time to go inside, and with each breath, you can breathe slower and deeper. Breathe in comfort. Breathe out stress. As all of the while your eyes become heavier and more tired, you might just gently allow your eyes to close. And as you notice how your body feels, in a moment's time, I'm going to say the word open followed by close, and when I say the word open, you can just gently open your eyes and focus ahead of you on that spot. And when I say the word close, you can take a deep breath, and as you breathe out, just close your eyes and go deeper, deeper each time. Open, close, deeper. Feel yourself relax more and more. Again, open, close. Breathing all of the way in through your nose, comfortable. All of the way out through your mouth, relax, open, close. And as your body begins to relax so deeply, almost as if every muscle in your face is heavy and tired. Almost as if every muscle around your eyes is heavy and tired. Almost as if that relaxation can just spread down your neck, into your shoulders, heavy and tired, comfortable. Almost as if that relaxation could spread down your arms, heavy and tired. Almost as if that relaxation can just spread down to your heart, down to your chest, and all of the way down your legs. There are so many ways to understand that your emotions communicate the truth of your heart. And you and I and everybody is on a journey of learning and growth. I want you to imagine that you're standing at the top of a staircase. Make the steps gold. Those steps lead down to a room. That room is called the room of inner understanding. It's a big room, it's a round room, it's a bright room. It's a place that you can understand so many things in a new way. And of course, in a moment's time, as you breathe slower and deeper, I'm going to count from 10 to 1, and as I do, with each number I'd like you to walk down one of those steps. With each number your mind relaxes deeper. And as your mind relaxes deeper, your awareness continues to grow, you feel safer and more comfortable. you feel more comfortable and more relaxed. Ready? 10. And all of the while there's an important part of you. The part of you which is awake even when you sleep. 9. Your inner mind, your subconscious mind. 8. Part of you that's in control of every thought and every feeling. The part of you that keeps you safe inside. 7. Deeper. And your subconscious mind is listening to the sound of my words. 6. As you walk all of the way down towards the entrance to that room of inner understanding. 5. Deeper. 4. More comfortable. 3. Deeper. 2. 1. I want you to walk into that room, walk into the center of that room. It's big and bright, it's round. And all around the outside are big windows. And it's almost as if there's light coming through the windows, like rays of light, and it's almost as if you could breathe that light into your heart, so many rays into your heart, and when you breathe out, you breathe that light up to the sky and down to the ground. You can feel the emotional bubble around your body, the emotional boundary that creates a separation between the world of the you and the world of the non-you. You can feel deeper the emotions inside of you and understand that emotions communicate the truth of your heart, what's been healed and what has not. And unresolved emotions from the past will arise in your life in so many ways, being felt again and again until they're healed. We each have many cords attached to our hearts, and in this process today, I would like you to focus on the connections to your parents. You can become aware of the cord to your mother on the left-hand side, and the cord to your father on the right-hand side. And imagine there's a golden table in front of you. Because I want you to turn to the left and I want you to look at your mother. And to imagine that when you breathe out, she breathes in, and when you breathe in, she breathes out, as if you're breathing between your heart. And as you do, I want you to notice the feelings which you feel. Any feelings at all. Those feelings communicate what has been healed and what has not. And as you feel safe to feel all of those feelings, just breathing between your hearts, letting your awareness grow. I want you to access those feelings more and more as you can feel them inside of you, no matter what they are. No matter what they are. And as you connect to all of those feelings inside of you, I want you to imagine you turn back to the golden table. And it's almost as if you breathe from the ground up to your heart, and as you breathe out on the left side of your table, I want you to put all of the unresolved emotions to your mother. There might be anger, there might be pain, there might be disappointment, There might be anything at all. Almost as if you could empty those emotions from inside of you onto the table. There might be memories from the past. It's interesting how your subconscious mind knows exactly what to do as you put all of the emotions and all of the memories which have yet to be healed, if there are any, onto the table. Taking them from inside of you and putting them onto the table as if you can feel your awareness grow. And as you continue this process with each number I count, it's like you've been doing this for 5 minutes. 7, 6, 5. All of those things that were inside of you are now outside of you on the table. 4, 3, 2, 1. And imagine you draw a line, like a vertical line that divides the table in two. I call this a line of awareness. And as you can see those emotions and those memories from your mother on the left-hand side of the table, I want you to turn to your right and feel the connection from your heart to your father. These connections remain whether people are still here or whether they've passed away. The emotional connections from our heart. Healing is the process of healing these cords. And the first step in healing these cords, of course, is to feel the feelings, which we are doing right now here today. I want you to look into his eyes. Breathe between your hearts. Breathe out when he breathes in. Breathe in when he breathes out. And feel the feelings grow. Whatever emotions are there at all, if there are any. Unresolved feelings from the past. Let your awareness of them grow. As you breathe between your hearts, safe to connect to all of these feelings, safe to feel all of these feelings, safe to let these feelings grow. Feeling them entirely. Understanding there's something to learn from every feeling, there's energy and wisdom in them all. Feeling them entirely. Feeling them entirely. Now, in the same way, I want you to turn back to the table and, of course, begin to empty those emotions and the memories that go with them onto the right-hand side of the table. Breathing from the ground up to your heart and breathing them out. 7. The feminine on the left, the masculine on the right. 6. Giving them all a place to be so you can look at them in a different way. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. it's almost as if, as you look at that table, it's almost as if you could actually float up to a higher level of awareness. And as you do, imagine that your mother and your father both leave the room. There might be a door on the left and a door on the right. And as you see those emotions from a higher level of awareness, as if you can float up above the table, it might be as if you could send a ray of light from your mind to that table. And it's almost as if a doorway appears in the sky with bright white light above. A doorway that leads to a space of understanding and love. And as you breathe in, you could breathe that bright white light from the sky down to your mind. And as you breathe out, you could breathe that light down to the table. Breathe in light. Breathe out love. And as you breathe in that light, and as you breathe out that love, it's like that whole table begins to become surrounded by a bubble. A safe bubble of awareness. And all of the while as that bubble grows, a safe bubble of healing, you begin to become aware of different ways in your life today that you feel those same feelings. You begin to become aware of different people in your life today of which you feel those same feelings from your parents. And as that awareness continues to grow, you understand more about where those feelings come from. Sometimes we try to change other people in order to release feelings from the past. Sometimes we become confused about the origins of those feelings, but now there's a clarity that's beginning to grow, and as that clarity grows more and more, you understand the importance of healing the parental cords. And the first step, of course, is awareness, the step which you have grown today. And as that whole table surrounded with that bright white light, it's almost as if that whole table and everything on it begins to become carried up towards the sky, floating higher and higher. Carried up towards the sky, floating higher and higher, as if you could send a wish for healing from all of that. As if you could release all of that held in a bubble, as if you could release it all up to that bright white light in the sky. Now, 7. Because all of this continues to process on the deepest parts of your inner mind after this session today. 6. Growing awareness in so many ways. 5. A clarity about emotion. 4. What has been healed? What has not? 3. Where do your emotions come from? 2. What's the next step? A place to focus on. 1. Release the table to the light and keep this awareness inside, because you are in control. You're in control of how you think. You're in control of how you feel. You're in control of how you behave. You are in control. You have a deeper understanding of your emotions today. You are in control. Every emotion can be healed in your mind with understanding and love. And as you bring this all back with you, I want you to take a really deep breath and smile. Love. And you feel the light coming in from all of the windows like rays of light that you can breathe in again into your heart. And you can breathe that light from your heart up to the sky and down to the ground. You feel safer after this session today. You feel clearer after this session today. You feel the path ahead of you after this session today. And each and every day you feel better than the day before. You understand. You have everything you need inside you to heal from the past. You feel safer after this session today. You feel clearer after this session today. You feel stronger after this session today. There are many ways to give yourself all of the love you deserve. You feel safer after this session today. You feel stronger after this session today. And you speak to yourself with clarity. You speak to yourself with kindness. You speak to yourself with love. You feel safer after this session today. You feel clearer after this session today. And there are many things you see differently. A deeper understanding of emotion. A deeper understanding of life. A deeper understanding of love. And all of the while as you bring this back with you, I want you to come back to the door. To come back to the staircase. Breathing in through your nose. Breathing out through your mouth. Safe. Calm. Secure. Seeing the golden staircase in front of you as I count from 1 to 10, you walk up those steps higher with each number. With each number, you come more awake. At the count of 8, your eyes open. At the count of 10, you're fully wide awake. Fully wide awake. Every normal feeling with you. Fully wide awake with a deeper sense of understanding in your heart. Ready? 1. Waking up, coming up the stairs. 2. Waking up. 3. Waking up. 4. 5. 6. Waking up. 7. Waking up. 8. Open your eyes. 9. 10. Take a big stretch. Fully wide awake. Fully wide awake. Fully wide awake. Peace and clarity in your heart. Welcome back. My name's Nicholas Harris. Please visit my website www.practical-healing.com to learn more about my work. Thank you for listening to this process today.